Hi, this is Brian Marovich, and I'm going to show you how to create a Facebook lead generation page. So, for example, when somebody clicks on the tab that we're going to create, each of these here is a tab. The tab will look a lot like this one in the end, and when they click that, they'll be taken to a lead generation page on Facebook, not outside of Facebook. The reason I'm not clicking this one where it says free videos is because this will click outside of Facebook onto my website, and we don't want to do that for this video because I'm finding that conversion rates are much higher when people stay in Facebook. So that's why I'm showing you this video, so you can start generating a lot of leads on Facebook. I'm getting up to 20% conversion ratio and a low of 15% on free and low-cost paid traffic on Facebook. And that's pretty good, especially when you consider the really simple lead generation page that I create. And again, that's why I'm showing you this, because you don't have to be hiring a expensive programmer to create just a very sophisticated landing page until you just test it yourself using really simple stuff like on Aweber, the form there, which is what we're going to do. Aweber is an autoresponder company which also helps you create forms where you can ask for people's name and email address, and when they type in their information, that's when you get a lead. So hence, we're talking about a lead generation page. Okay, so the way to create a lead generation page is first you need to put an app on your page, and it's called Static HTML iframe tabs. So you just do a search on Facebook, and this is the one you want here. Okay, so right now I'm on Facebook as my fan page, which is Mixed Martial Arts Training. And so if I was as myself, my personal profile on Facebook, I would go directly to the app and be able to add it. So that's why I'm showing you this. You might get lost. You might be logged in on Facebook, and Facebook was built by techies, and sometimes it's not very intuitive. So hopefully this will help somebody. Okay, so then if I get to this page, or you do, what you just click Visit App Page, then go to App, and then it's going to ask me to continue as Brian Marovich, because that's the only way I can add the app to my fan page. Don't ask me why they do that, but that's what they do. Excuse me. Okay, now I can add the static HTML iframe tab to my page. So now I'm going to choose a page. So I chose Mixed Martial Arts Training, which is what I showed you in the beginning. I'm going to click Add Static HTML iframe tabs. Okay, now here's the new tab. Okay, so like I said before, I believe I said before, this video is about creating the landing page and not the actual image. See here, they give you a default image, which is a star, and it's not appealing. It doesn't get people to click. And in addition, you want to move this all the way as close as you can to photos, because photos you can't move, but you can move all these, and you can edit the ones you create. Okay, so ultimately what I want this tab to do is move next to photos and put an image there. So I have another video on that. Just go to my YouTube channel, look it up. It's really helpful. I think really simplistic and really short video. So check it out. Okay, so the way to start editing this tab is you click this arrow here, okay, and then just click the text below it, which says welcome right now. And then I'm going to click Edit Tab. Okay, when you do this, you won't see any code here at all, but I made a mistake actually when I did this, so I won't go over that. I put in Java code, and you're not supposed to. You got to put the raw HTML. Okay, so to create my form, I'm just going to delete that for now. I'm going to go to Aweber, which is an autoresponder company, and they help you build forms really easily. You have to get a company like Aweber if you want to do this. And it's highly recommended. I mean, if you want to build your business, you got to generate leads and get people to join your list, and this is how to do it. So Aweber is my choice. I've been using them for over 10 years. Okay, so I'm going to use the code here. I already built the form. So I'm going to go to Publish on Aweber, and I'm going to go to I will install my form. I'm going to click raw HTML, not the JavaScript. You don't want that. You want the raw HTML. Select all. Copy all that code. and paste it here. Now, here is something very important. It says there's an error message here. It's saying that you need to change the URLs to begin with HTTPS instead of HTTP. Okay? And they show you which ones you need to change. So what you have to do now is go through all this code. I know it sounds like a pain. Here, find each one of these and put HTTPS. So let's try to find the first one. Okay, so here's one of them right here, the first one. So I have to put an S here. Okay. And then if I go back up, it'll show that that one was taken away, see? So now I have to find this next one, which is a really long one. Okay, and then I found actually the third one first, so now if we go up, you'll see it, the third one. Now I have to find this really long one. Okay, I think I found the last one. So let's see, we'll just go up. Yeah, okay, so all errors are fixed. So now I'm going to click Save and Publish. By the way, if you can't find the code that was up here, when I did it for another fan page, what I did was I pasted all this code into Word, or you can do it in another program, and then I did a find, excuse me, and I copied the code I was looking for. I did a find, and it found one of the ones I just couldn't find. So that might help you out. So save and publish. Done editing tab. Okay, so now I'm going to go back to the fan. Okay, so now we're at the fan page. If I click this tab, which is the one we created, I'll go to the landing page. Okay. Now if I can, I'm going to click View Tab as Visitor, open Visitor mode. So this is what people will see when they click on the tab, but listen up. This is not the model, the actual form that I'm using that's getting up to 20% conversion. This one might. I don't know. I haven't tested anything this simple before, but the one I'm using has a big red headline up here. And underneath that headline is a video that automatically starts when they go to the page. It's a cool video. It's really short, and it basically gives them the reasons why they should subscribe and get on my list for whatever I'm offering. And just below the video is the email, is the email and name part of the form here, this button, and none of this stuff. So I could test and put some of this stuff on there, but I'm not, because it's working for me right now. What I am going to test, though, is a different layout. I might put, for example, the headline up here, some text on the left, and then the video just next to the text on the left, maybe some bullet points, and then this just below. And maybe an arrow, something a little more enticing, just to see if I can get a higher conversion rate. So anyway, those are some, I think, some really good tips. What you want to do is go ahead and play around with that. Comment or ask questions. Be glad to help out. What you need to do to get traffic to your page is do some social media stuff that's free. I don't know if you know how to do that, but if you don't, let me know and I can refer you to this couple of good training resources. But you can also do paid traffic on Facebook, which is really cheap, and there's lots of really cool ways of manipulating that traffic. So I hope that helped you out, and look forward to talking to you soon.